Each of us lives dependent and bound by our individual knowledge and our awareness. All that is what we call reality. However, both knowledge and awareness are equivocal. One's reality might be another's illusion.
Today we're breaking down one of the most insane hypothetical battles in all of Naruto. Edo Tensei Itachi Uchiha versus the 5 Kage. We're taking the strongest versions of the Raikage, Onoki, Mei, Gaara, and Tsunade and putting them against a fully conscious, fully analytical Edo Itachi. This isn't just about raw power. This is about hacks, strategy, battle control, and how one man with perfect chakra, infinite stamina, and lethal techniques stacks up against the 5 strongest political and military leaders of the shinobi world. If you guys are new to the channel and want to see more content like this, subscribe and hit that post notification bell so you guys don't miss any of my content. We're shooting for 5K, so let's get into it. Before we jump into the battle, we need to understand the version of Itachi we're using. This isn't just a sick, dying Itachi. This is Edo Tensei Itachi, meaning unlimited chakra pool, no fatigue, rapid regeneration and immortality, perfect mental clarity, and no blindness from excessive Mangekyo Sharingan usage. This is Itachi at his absolute most dangerous. His Susanoo is active with no time limit. His Sharingan and Mangekyo abilities can be spammed indefinitely. And his intelligence, which was already some of the highest in the series, is operating at 100% efficiency. This version casually tagged KCM Naruto, matched Nagato's reactions, and made split-second decisions faster than most shinobi can blink. Now let's break down the 5 Kage. The 4th Raikage, one of the fastest characters in the entire series. His speed feats are comparable to KCM 1 Naruto. He has insane durability, tanking Amaterasu and even surviving the loss of his hand with no slowing down. Onoki, the single biggest threat on the Kage side. He has dust release which can erase anything on a molecular level, and he can lighten or increase weight, boosting speed, creating flight, or crush his targets. Gaara, an elite defensive shinobi with auto sand defense, sand armor, and massive battlefield control. Gaara is the kink in many high tier matchups because he doesn't need line of sight. His sand basically fights for him. Tsunade with her massive strength, near unlimited healing with her 100 healings, and Katsuyu for battlefield support. And lastly we have Mei, who has boil release which melts Susanoo ribs, and lava release that has ridiculous AoE capability. Individually, Itachi can deal with each of them. Together, they're a little problem. The 5 Kage aren't dumb. They know exactly who Itachi is and how dangerous the Mangekyo Sharingan can be. So here's how the battle would start. Gaara launches sand for immediate restraint and defense, the Raikage blitzes in with max speed, Onoki lightens the Raikage to make him faster, Mei and Tsunade hang back and provide support. Itachi counters and strategically would use Susanoo ribs for instant protection against attacks, clones to divide attention amongst the Kage, and Genjutsu to test reactions and paralyze and execute. Remember, Itachi never starts fights with his strongest jutsu. He feels out the opponent first, but against the 5 Kage, he would quickly realize he would need to escalate. The Raikage's speed is the most important problem. He can blitz around Susanoo and hit from blind spots. But here's the catch. Sharingan is built to read high-speed movements. Even KCM Naruto's movements were being tracked by Itachi in their brief encounter. The Raikage isn't outspeeding Itachi's eyes, only his body. So here's how the fight would look like. The Raikage would blitz, but Itachi's Sharingan is active, reading his movement. Then his Susanoo's arm would intercept him, which forces the Raikage to retreat before he gets impaled by the Totsuka blade. Remember, the Raikage can't break Itachi's Susanoo. He can pressure Itachi, but he can't land a killing blow. Itachi, however, can eventually predict and counter-strike. Then we have Gaara's Sand, which can block Amaterasu briefly and disrupt Susanoo's strikes, but Itachi can ignite the sand with Amaterasu, seal him away with the Totsuka blade, send clones to misdirect Gaara, and trap him with Genjutsu as he does not have Shukaku. Gaara becomes a defensive nuisance, but not a win condition. Next up is Mei's boil release, but Edo Itachi has unlimited stamina, which means he can outlast her, plus Susanoo's Yadomir can block all of her attacks. Tsunade can smash through Susanoo's ribs, and she can keep the Raikage alive, and she can heal the Kage repeatedly with either the 100 healings that she has, or Katsuyu. But she is extremely vulnerable to Genjutsu and Amaterasu. If she gets tagged once, it's over. Onoki's the one Kage who can flat out kill Itachi, despite the Edo regeneration. Dust release disintegrates the soul-bound body, forcing Edo Itachi to reassemble from ashes. This process takes time, as Onoki basically forces Itachi into defensive mode. This would mean Itachi cannot just tank attacks, and he must constantly dodge or block, and he would have to avoid being caught up in a large-scale dust release cube. Funny enough, Itachi can avoid Jinchon with precog and Susanoo movements, but it limits his offense momentarily. Now, how do the Kage deal with Itachi's hacks? Tsukiyomi, all of them get caught up instantly, as in part 1, Asuma, Kakashi, and Kurenai close their eyes as they all can get caught up in the Genjutsu. Amaterasu instantly threatens the Raikage, Mei, and Tsunade. Gaara can block it once or twice before it spreads, but ultimately catches him. Onoki can only dodge it, but not take any of these attacks. Amaterasu forces movement and breaks their formation. Then we have the Susanoo's Tosuke Blade. This is the true equalizer. One clean hit sends any of them to the Shadow Realm. The 5 Kage fight as a team, but Itachi fights like a one-man army. Now, this is how the initial fight would truly go down with the Kages versus Itachi. The initial clash would be Raikage would blitz, Itachi activates Susanoo, Gaara would defend, and Onoki would set up airborne positioning while Mei melts the ground, having Tsunade wait for an opening. Itachi would use Shadow Clones and Genjutsu, adding Amaterasu to break the formation. The fight would escalate, Onoki attempts dust release multiple times, but Itachi would avoid with his precog and Susanoo, using Amaterasu, which would force Tsunade and Mei back. Itachi's crow clones would scatter to split their attention. Now, getting to the turning point, Itachi targets the weakest mental defenses, which would be Tsunade getting trapped in Genjutsu, then the Raikage would get trapped, ultimately Mei gets tagged by Amaterasu, then Gaara protects Onoki but spreads himself thin. Itachi would end up going for the kill as Itachi focuses on Onoki with the Tosuke Blade. Once Onoki is gone, the Kage lose their heaviest hitter. Then Itachi seals the Raikage, then Tsunade, then Mei, and not after long Gaara. When you break this matchup down honestly, Edo Itachi straight up bulldozes the 5 Kage. None of them have the reaction speed, mental defense, or coordinated teamwork necessary to handle an immortal, fully lucid Mangekyo user spamming techniques with 0 stamina cost. The moment the fight begins, Itachi's Sharingan is reading every movement, shutting down blitz attempts, and instantly punishing openings. Tsukiyomi one-taps almost the entire roster. Amaterasu deletes anyone who hesitates, and even their strongest tanks get shredded the moment Susanoo's Tosuke Blade enters the field. The Kage aren't fighting a normal human, they're fighting an unkillable genius with the perfect counter to every ability they bring, and let's not forget the Yaramir that repels all attacks. Onoki might delay the inevitable, Gaara might stall a few attacks, and the Raikage might throw himself at Itachi like a missile, but none of it matters. Edo Itachi has infinite chakra, and the hacks to seal anyone the moment he decides they're done. The Kage can't kill him, can't outlast him, and can't stop the constant stream of Genjutsu, Black Flames, and Susanoo pressure. In a real fight, Itachi overwhelms the 5 Kage effortlessly, dismantling their teamwork and sealing them one by one. This isn't a close battle. Itachi washes the 5 Kage without ever breaking a sweat. But what do you guys think? Who do you guys think would win? Do you guys think it's the 5 Kage? Or do you guys think Itachi will win this fight? Make sure you guys comment down below, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're aiming for 5K. I'll see you guys in the next one.